The best of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, preparing you for a better week ahead. The heat is on. The Atlantic hurricane season is here, and sweltering temperatures prevail in the northern hemisphere and equatorial regions. All of this announces that summer is here. The Supreme Church, that should be Supreme Court of the United States, is certainly ensuring that it would be a long, hot summer in America. Several recent judgments of this court, which even many level-headed conservatives view as extreme, are clearly baptized in religious ideology rather than law, and this is dangerous. Religion that is imposed on others, especially through government, always becomes anything from a tyranny to an evil empire. America is leaning hard to the wrong, not right, and to the evil, because religious people, called Christians otherwise, no longer interested in the humility of the founder of their faith, are hungry for the power of Caesar, which that founder never sought in his 33 years of life. This is a huge mistake for both the church people who do it and the governments that encourage it. There can only be grief ahead. When America's corrupt version of Christianity shall have become fully mature, it shall dwarf the wickedness of the Islamic corruptors and extremists who create the Taliban, ISIS, and Boko Haram. Mark my words. And the reach of that corruption would not be limited to the coast of the Atlantic or Pacific's rugged shore. So, my friends in the Caribbean, Africa, Europe, virtually everywhere else, need to listen up too. It's summer. Wars and conflicts continue in the world from Ukraine to Yemen, and the number of people forced to become refugees shall increase. Amid all that tumult, America, with its fragile democracy, reaches today its 146th anniversary of independence. Oh, honestly, I cannot celebrate. The grief I lamented last week still prevails. And neither do millions of Americans celebrate today. They still grieve the impact of COVID and inflation, and now are made to mourn an encroaching assault on their freedom, not by some marauding foreign army, but from a branch of their own government, supported over the last several decades by extremists from the other two branches. Because I live in a nation wherein many now embrace conspiracy theories, alternate truth, and patent lies, and because my line of work requires that I buck lies and speak truth at every turn, and because truth speakers and pledge holders are now vilified and demonized in America, my freedom and safety in America are severely reduced. As well, I am not the only preacher in America whose declaration of certain truths has received hostile, tribalist, and un-Christian resistance in some white American sanctuaries, not including the one I currently serve. It's a gracious community. So what do we do this 89,849th day of American independence? Well, many things, but above all, this. Now is not the time for decent, thoughtful, and intelligent Americans to resile from truth-telling, truth-bearing, and truth-living, especially for any Americans who dare to call themselves Christian. Nothing less than that is required if they shall emulate and imitate the biblical Jesus who never backed away from truth, even when he was faced with mortal danger. America cannot afford to give up truth, even if it appears that lies, deception, subterfuge, and trickery are all winning. Ultimately, those shall not win. They shall fail. And in the process, they will destroy even those who employ those means. Americans must consider again more deeply what "we the people" means. We must learn how to consider other people's concerns more than our own, a quality possessed by true Christians according to the Bible, in Philippians 2 verse 4 and in Galatians 6 verse 2. And so woefully but naturally absent from every fake American Christian. Indeed, the common good is not only at the heart of the Christian faith, but it also used to be at the heart of the American experiment, though never perfectly from the start. If Americans are to wake up on the morning after the sun has set on our 89,975th day of independence, have some fun figuring out what date that is, then every person who really loves America, because they love their neighbor, must gift this very fragile democracy with their return to the common good. Without that, there are some other independent nations not far from America's shores that we can look at and see our miserable future in their condition. I am Michael Friday, and your week just got better, and I may as well say happy 4th, happy Monday, if you're not grieving all the way to Friday.